Did you know the United States Army is older than the United States itself? It's a surprising fact, but true. The Continental Army was formed on June 14, 1775, a full year before the signing of the Declaration of Independence. This creation was a direct response to the outbreak of the Revolutionary War, a pivotal moment in history. The Continental Army was the catalyst for the birth of a new nation, a nation we now call the United States. So, in essence, the Army helped birth the nation. From a humble beginning of around 22,000 soldiers, the U.S. Army has grown and evolved in remarkable ways. In the early days, the Army was a small force, often supplemented by local militias. But as the nation was plunged into the Civil War, the ranks swelled to an unprecedented level. By the end of the conflict, the Army numbered over 1 million men, a testament to the scale and intensity of the struggle. The turn of the 20th century brought with it global conflicts on an even larger scale. World War I saw the U.S. Army expand to over 4 million soldiers as the nation answered the call to arms. Barely 20 years later, World War II would push the Army's numbers to over 8 million, a force unparalleled in the history of the United States. But the Army's evolution is about more than just numbers. In 1947, the establishment of the Air Force as a separate branch led to a reduction in Army size, but marked a significant shift in military strategy and capabilities. The Army began to focus more intensely on land warfare, while the Air Force took charge of the skies. As we moved into the latter part of the 20th century and into the early years of the 21st, the Army underwent a technological revolution. The emphasis shifted from sheer numbers to superior technology and well-trained professional soldiers. Today's Army is a lean, mean fighting machine, armed with advanced weapon systems, state-of-the-art combat vehicles, and cutting-edge communication and surveillance technologies. Innovation has been a constant companion in the Army's journey, from the introduction of armored vehicles in World War I to the development of drones and cyber warfare capabilities in the modern era. The U.S. Army has continually adapted to meet the changing nature of warfare. Thus, the U.S. Army has continually adapted to meet the nation's needs. From its modest beginnings to its current status as a world-class fighting force, the Army's evolution is a compelling story of innovation, adaptation, and unwavering commitment to the defense of the United States. The U.S. Army has been home to some of America's most iconic figures. Take, for instance, Ulysses S. Grant. This Civil War hero rose from humble beginnings to become the 18th President of the United States. His leadership during the war played a crucial role in the Union's victory, and his presidency left a lasting imprint on the nation's history. Then we have Dwight D. Eisenhower, a five-star general who masterminded the D-Day invasion during World War II. Eisenhower's strategic brilliance was instrumental in securing the Allied victory, and he later served 2 terms as president, guiding America through the early stages of the Cold War. And let's not forget Colin Powell, a trailblazer who shattered racial barriers to become the first African-American chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and the Secretary of State. His leadership and diplomacy on the global stage are still admired today. It's clear the Army has been instrumental in shaping American leadership. Today, the U.S. Army stands as a testament to over 2 centuries of dedication and service. With a strength of approximately 1 million active-duty soldiers, it's a formidable force that's spread across the globe, ensuring peace and security. The Army's structure is quite complex, divided primarily into active duty, Army Reserve, and National Guard. Each of these components has a unique role and mission, yet they all work together, forming a cohesive and robust defense mechanism. On the home front, the Army is actively involved in disaster relief and homeland defense. From responding to natural disasters like hurricanes and wildfires to providing support during public health crises, the Army is always on standby, ready to serve its nation. Internationally, the Army is engaged in an array of missions. From peacekeeping operations to combat missions, the Army's presence is felt worldwide. It's their commitment to maintaining global peace and stability that truly sets them apart. Moreover, the U.S. Army is a hub of innovation. It's always pushing the envelope when it comes to technological advancements. From the development of sophisticated weaponry to cutting-edge communication systems, the Army is at the forefront of military technology. And it's not just about warfare. The Army invests heavily in medical research, environmental conservation, and even space exploration. It's this commitment to continuous improvement and advancement that keeps the Army relevant and effective. Despite its age, the U.S. Army remains a vital and dynamic institution. It's an organization that's not just surviving but thriving, continually evolving to meet the challenges of the modern world.